Hi everybody, welcome back to Materia D&D, part 2 of session 184, where the Crass Menagerie is trying to figure out a mage tower. So, the Crass Menagerie, following Marb and Cielo through the ruins of Greenhill, have made their way to, have been making their way to where Marb was trying to lead them. And Davis noticed that there was, oddly enough, a building that was floating that wasn't plastered or warped. It seemed oddly correct. And that got Marb's attention, so he started guiding the rest of the group in that direction carefully. And as they approached, the sharp eyes of, I think it was Karos, I don't remember, I think it was Karos, noticed that there were a bunch of the little mad shits, those little spawnlings of the mad titan that were jumping, that had been like trying to jump on this mage tower, and have been getting zapped and flung off and jumping back. There's been some strange little magical activities happening. Most notably, a duplicate of Davis appeared that Cielo shot, and then then Rock dispelled. And then Rock ended up shooting dozens and dozens of magic missiles at the mage tower, hitting a lot of the mad shits. But anyways, a bit on that. Trying to figure out what's going on. Uh, Rock cast detect magic. Was able to kind of determine this barrier or this line where weird stuff happens and maybe weird stuff doesn't happen. Ben is unable to really manipulate the weather here anymore, and Cielo with Squirrel Loon went and began to try to get into this tower. As Cielo parkoured his way up and got on the balcony, he saw a door, and as he approached it and pulled out his thieves' tools, a lock appeared. Taking it as a challenge, Cielo jimmied the lock, opened it, and then got the admiration and congratulations from a gargoyle that had seemingly come down to see what he was doing, and then began to crawl back into his position and solidify again. Um, Lunun, as a squirrel, jumped in, and then Al felt jumped into the mage tower, guided by Cielo's dancing lights. Al felt the polymorph spell fade. Cielo saw Lunun back into full form, and then she seemingly was not like moving very slowly inside of the tower. Um, with telepathic bond that Al shares with Lunun, he was able to ask what she was seeing, what she could do, and she managed to get to a couch and sat down. There's a rope tied off on the outside to allow the menagerie to climb up to the mage tower if they wish, as it is suspended in air, kind of slowly rotating, flipping, and somersaulting on its X, Y, and Z axis. But that's where we pick up, as yeah, we're trying to figure out what's going on. So, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Rock, Ben, do either of y'all have... Wow, it's reflected! Ow!
I'm gonna hurl.
It's got to be, yeah.
Spoopy. Um, Rock, Ben, do either of y'all have a spell to talk to Cielo for just a moment? Like, was it sending? I haven't practiced that song in such a long time, I can't, he's communicating one way, but we need to go back the other direction. And I tell him something.
Ben will say, yes, can spend.
Ah,
Yeah, I got message too, so sure. Hear him.
nice, nice.
To be
Listen.
clear,
Message is a cantrip.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's say, yeah, Ben actually does have sending. He does not have message.
Ooh, I forgot this cantrip. Okay.
Mm.
Let me double check the limitations. It's not the
It's
25
It's
word one. This
120
one's.
foot, I believe, for message.
120 feet, 25 words.
And
Oh,
Cielo was
You have to
using
point
it
in the
already.
general direction. Yeah,
okay.
Diello is using his earring so he can pull on it and talk to somebody.
Right. I
Yeah,
just meant
mine
like
was
the
just
range
eating.
is probably still
Yes,
good.
yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
We are we close enough, Rock? I thought it was a little more than
I'm being loose with the distances. Don't
cool.
stress.
Danke, danke.
Yeah.
All right. Can you let him know? Al can talk to Lunlun. Um, have a seat. I'll try and let Lunlun come to you.
I pass that on exactly like.
It switches between third person and first person in the message. A little inconsistent.
XOXO at the end, of course.
Okay.
XOXO. Thank you. I'm a
Uh,
fraud.
Oh, if there's space, there's always that. You can reply to it.
Wait, there's always a what?
If there's space for it, you can reply to this.
Oh, you can reply to this message, right?
Oh yeah. And then I'll message back to Lumen. Once you're done being comfy, just be sure to Cielo will be sitting down. Be sure to go I don't know, go poke him or something. Let him know that hey, time to do stuff.
Cielo, you see Loon Loon spread her wings from inside, kind of illuminated by the red glow of your dancing lights, and she's
Very
flying.
menacing.
I go inside.
As you kind of cross the threshold, you kind of step in and you kind of see the space again. Nice, elegant, dark woods, bookshelves, tables, candles that are not lit, comfortable chairs, recliners, beautiful Persian rug, whatever it would be called in this world. I actually don't know what you would call that style of rug, other than Persian.
Ushop
It was,
Um,
yeah, you
shop.
beat me to it.
Yeah, but like just so people understand the style of it, right? Um, there's various adornments and knickknacks and stuff on the walls and amongst the shelves. And as you kind of cross the threshold, Loon Loon that was going yellow. The inside is huge. It's expansive. It's much bigger than what it looks like. Can you give me an? You're actually looking at. Can you give me an Arcana check?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Does the perspective of like depth just really shift when he's walking in?
Yeah, like there's this moment of like it's like it's kind of like gradial. Like it kind of
Ooh.
It's like a fisheye lens almost.
yeah, and then you kind of adjust to it. Yeah. Is it granial or gradial? It's gradial, right?
I mean,
So you
neither
would
of
say
those are a word.
I thought gradial, like
Gradient?
gradient. Yeah.
I
What would
mean,
be?
I don't think there's a adjective.
Oh,
in
okay, got it.
You can make
Okay,
anything
that's
a verb if you say it funny enough.
that.
yeah. Think gradient. Oh, is kind of what I was trying to say.
Gradient-esque. Gradient-like.
Yeah, yeah. So, but fisheye lens was also pretty good. Let me see, Foundry. Oh, 26. Yeah, yeah. So it hits you. It's not that time is slower. It's just the space was so much bigger. So as she was moving through a lot of space in a very condensed. You saw it very condensed, so it looked like she wasn't moving much. She was moving a lot. Just it didn't look like she was moving a lot.
I appreciate the imagery when you said she spread her wings. I was like, so she's not 20 feet away.
Yeah.
That was good.
So yeah. So it's a big interior,
She'll
which
probably
you're smart
land.
enough to realize that it's
These
much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside.
these magic people, they never it never gets old.
She'll
So I
she'll land 10 feet in front of you, use momentum, take the last few steps, and just sit, look at you, kind of pant for one second.
yeah, so I'll look at like any nearby books, I guess, and try to gauge like what kind of magic person this guy what they're interested in. What kind of
Sure.
collector they are. Like, are
Um,
they an etymologist? Are they a bug person?
sure.
That would be an
You go.
entomologist, by the way.
Oh,
Very good. Very good play. Very nice. Very nice. Let me make sure that this lines up correctly, though. You guys are here. Okay. Um, there are books aplenty. Going over to one of the little. Are you going over to a desk or a shelf or a case or what are you looking? So I kind
Like a
of.
bookcase.
Yeah. So you go over to a bookcase, and as you approach the key turns, the glass parts and opens, and you see beautiful books. Um, the two. There's there's a skull in there that has a candle that the candle begins to light. There's a couple stringed beads of various kind of jewels and gems that the candlelight begins to reflect off and kind of spread the light so you can see better within this case. The books, as you approach, there's nothing written on the binding, but as you kind of put your hand kind of close to one, the words begin to kind of shift and glow and appear. One might say unique applications for the mundane. Another one would be humorous tales from underneath the surface. Another one might be smut. What is it good for? Another one might be um,
A real mage for the people, aren't you?
yeah. This is a collection. Just seems like it was a collection of books that easy reading, and they're not easy reading. They're big books, but
Yeah.
Easy
but
tones.
yeah, but nothing that like strikes you as I can't read this, so this isn't like a mage's book or anything.
Yeah.
Um,
Magic
but
for
you,
idiots.
hey mom, these are cantrips. Yeah, cantrips for idiot. Yeah, things.
The Far Side Gallery for some reason.
Yeah. But then you'll see. I mean, if you want to give me an investigation check, you can. If you're really trying to dig through, Loon is just
Sure,
kind
I'm
of
really good at investigation.
You can
23.
go sniffing around.
23. There's nothing. It's a little bit more distracting of the things that are inside of the bookcase. There's these highly decorative, but now it looks natural, but like these shells that there's nothing inside of them from what you could tell, but they reflect the light beautifully, and it's all manner of metallic but also chromatic colors at the same time. There's bits of like ancient, or maybe what looks like ancient tapestry that has been torn, and there's like little not strands, but like little stripes of it that have survived, and he's put them like in here as like this individual's put them in here as a collection. There is that skull, and that skull that you look at, it's not necessarily completely human. It's humanoid, but it's a little different. Uh, there's no obvious thing that like caused the candle to just light, but it does. And as you're kind of looking at it, there's no wax dripping from the candle. There's a little metal base that's round, that's standing on three little metal legs, and there's a little orb on the just kind of gently placed upon this little metal ring. Uh, there's all there's a bushel of like, not a bushel, but like, yeah, I guess it would be a bushel or bundle of various dried weeds and herbs, like flowering kind of ones that have been long dried. That's just kind of hanging from one of the shelves. A bunch of just random things in here.
Nothing really too interesting in this room strikes me. All
It's
right, Loon
interesting.
Loon.
No.
Other than this place is fucking huge.
Luna is it when you say all right,
That's my name.
she spreads her wings.
She'll lower a little bit to let you on if you're on board. She'll let you on board if you want to be on board. I don't know.
If
Oh,
you're on
yeah,
board with being on
absolutely.
board.
There, yeah.
Remind me, Al, you did not have Loon at this time, right? When you were in Green Hill last time? No.
Correct. I can double check the level real quick, but I think it was after Green Hill. Were
Yeah,
there
it was
till
way after.
11?
I'll
Yeah,
tell you.
yeah.
I got the data.
Yeah.
I got half the data.
Oh, do you? Nice. Okay.
So Loon will
10.
without instructions,
I
Loon
might
will
have it
just
for the end.
okay. Without instructions, Luna will just spread her wings and just kind of soar and kind of lift up in the room. And you could realize that the height of the room is also larger. And now you realize that there's like ladders and there's like a balcony that kind of wraps around, and there's almost like a subfloor in here. As you fly, you see that there's mounted beasts and other trophies and other things that are like adorned on the walls. Um, there's a uh, the most notable that you see after Luna kind of flies a little bit, Cielo, is there's this massive paw. Uh, and I say paw because it's fur covered. Um, it's you could give me a nature check to maybe try to ascertain maybe what kind of animal or creature this may have come from. It looks feline like, but massive. We're talking like um the paw itself is bigger than Loon, and
It's a
it's
huge
just
cat.
yeah, just kind of like pushed up, and it's kind of mounted, not mounted. It's just like kind of on display in like a glass case. It looks like it was cut off at what would be, maybe like the wrist or something of the cat, but it's nicely preserved. The fur is immaculate and everything. Uh, there's some sort of wrappaging and banding around the paw and everything, but that's it. There's other interesting, but that's like the big thing that catches your attention. And for a moment there, Cielo, you hear this bzzz, and you see one of these little shits on the outside of a window and gets blasted off the tower.
Those bugs are still at it. Well, so me and Loon are kind of flying around, right?
And the large space that is.
All right, so we're gonna get to like is there like a spiral staircase?
You can search for one, a spiral staircase. Sure, why not? If that's what you imagine is in here, sure. As you're kind of flying, you kind of get to you see where there is a staircase that leads up and kind of stops for a moment and kind of makes it to this like subfloor where all these little balconies are, but then it continues going further up.
Yeah, we're gonna get there, and then I'm gonna get off Loon, and then I'm gonna try to start slinking up that way stealthily.
Okay, so as you kind of land up there, you'll see that there's a couple other, walkways that kind of all go, and they seem to all be kind of congregating to the center. And there's different various walkways and all that suspended up here. But if you're gonna go stealthy, go ahead and give me a stealth check, and then I'm gonna go check with the guys outside. So what's everyone else doing?
I mean, Davis obviously is just kind of always keeping a lookout for other nasties.
So you can go ahead and give me that perception check. Let's say another 10 minutes or so. Not 10 minutes. Let's say another 5 minutes or so have passed. And all this time.
17
Okay,
on the
yes.
perception. Yeah.
Just mostly the mad shits that are just getting flung around. Some of them are dissipating. Some are still just kind of chomping at the bit.
Yeah, Ben, unfortunately, like, I would consider doing some, like, a ritual commune, but you can't ritual cast without dropping concentration, I don't believe, so I would not
That's
do
correct.
that.
No, no, no. The action of ritual casting
Right,
requires
concentration, yeah.
You could drop the spell if you want to.
No, I know, but, I mean, we're gonna hold on to it for a while, until we are sure we don't
Got
need it. Because, like, on the way out, we
Yeah.
might need it again. Who knows?
Can I have Rock, Marb, and Ben all roll d20s, please? And then let me know what you guys are thinking or doing.
I'm Arb. One sec.
Only when you're not Ben.
Ah.
Apparently, I rolled as Lulu.
Yeah, because you click on the token and it shows it.
Not just Loon Loon. Cool Loon Loon.
That might be a setting
That's
I
cool.
can change, but I kind of like it as it is.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Oh, and
I
then
rolled a 10.
oh,
To concentration.
No, just a D20.
Ah. So subtract one from me. Who rolled it?
Who rolled a D2? Ah,
Who
I
the
did.
put that?
DM is doing it.
Ah.
I did,
So
yeah.
you're looking at
Okay,
my character
so,
now, are you?
whoever's no, I mean, I was looking at your spell, so yeah, I was looking at. So, whoever's running Marb, go ahead, roll me a D300.
Real quick, it's a 19.
It's a
I have a
19,
plus
yeah.
1 because I accidentally rolled a
Fine.
con save, but I can still do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
300? 300?
300.
300.
And then everyone on
Oh
side,
my
let me
god!
know what you do.
Oh!
Holy shit.
What
Did I
you
type
roll?
that right?
Oh no, you
I
just
don't
rolled
think I-
300. Yeah, you just rolled 300.
Oh,
Okay. Whew.
okay.
Slash R 300.
D300.
1 D3. Okay.
D300.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Nice.
I was
I was
gonna
like,
say
what the
we
hell?
got a double digit and then we got a 300. That's still pretty high. Okay, 2.
242.
All right.
It's a
Oh yeah,
pretty-
and I gotta remember Ben has something.
What about Ben?
He rolled an 11. I just have to remember that because it was a effect that didn't happen.
Oh, earlier. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Ah.
I was gonna say no. I rolled a 12. You mean yeah on the 300 earlier?
I was gonna throw out real quick that Al's kind of anxiously checking on Loon Loon. She's not really paying too much attention to the surroundings. She's like, "You still okay in there?"
So yeah, when Al hears Linlin speak telepathically, is it like pitch shifted down or anything?
Oh,
No.
Okay.
because it was just the size. It was never.
That's right. It wasn't
Time.
actually time.
Time.
That's right. It was just size.
Yeah,
You're right.
that's what. Yeah, that's what I tried to get Al to roll earlier, but he rolled a 5.
But he dumb.
It big brain time. It's slow. It's slow.
Thing's weird.
Loon Loon says it's big, but she was a squirrel. I don't.
what does size mean to her?
Nah.
Okay. This one's gonna be weird, but this is what he rolled. Okay.
As opposed to the
Um,
other stuff, which was totes normal.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Bracing myself. Hit me.
Okay. So Marb, as he's kind of sitting there, just kind of a little antsy to get inside, he starts to feel his field of vision, which is, I know,
I was gonna
become
say, given
dagger.
his yeah.
Yeah. He
Hard to
feels
describe.
it begin to shrink and get closer and smaller, and it's like this weird sense of like a tunnel vision, but it's 360 degrees. Everything's just kind of shrinking
So it's
in
like
on him.
claustrophobicing him, kind of.
Yeah. And then he hears crack of lightning and then sees swirling storm above him. And he sees in front of him as the light illuminates and you guys are gone. It's just him standing there. And then he feels rain falling on him. And he feels wet and he kind of shivers. And as his vision begins to now expand out after the crack of lightning, he sees an individual hooded, kind of walking with a cane in a field. The storm over above, and as the vision begins to kind of expand out, he sees another individual, 2 more individuals, 5 more individuals, a dozen, 4 dozen, 5 dozen, 100 more individuals that he can count, just kind of walking under the storm, drudging together. There's another crash of lightning, and the head of the hooded individual that he saw first turns and looks at him and smiles, and is a little bit elongated, a little bit changed, a little bit. It's human, but it's a little bit different. and he just hears vengeance coming. He's walking, labored, drudging along, and then Marb kind of snaps back at it. He saw a vision of somebody you guys know. That's all I can say. I don't know if he would be able to describe it right now. He's shook.
You okay, bud?
He grabs his dagger and kind of puts it up next to you. No,
Um,
I hate this place. Can we leave?
yeah, as soon as these guys come back. Just,
And you see him. He literally grabs his other hand to pull his other hand away from you. Like he doesn't want
Yeah.
to. Like he has to force himself to retract the dagger. Sorry. Put up.
That's a good move. Did you? Never
no.
mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's just if you.
Yeah, you see him kind of shiver, Davis. Like he's cold, but he's not wet.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
Spaced out. Spaced out.
Yeah, but you're good. We're here. We got you.
Yeah.
I'll
He
just pat
gets
him
his
on his
bow.
shoulder.
He draws his bow. He's gonna shoot at one of the match shits. He's frustrated.
Yeah.
Al, roll me an attack roll on one of the match shits.
Yay.
What's everyone else doing?
17.
17, that hits. It's damaged. He just.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say with Colossal Slayer and all that.
Yeah. I will say the effect that he got is you got a vision of insert doing something right now.
Oh.
Okay.
So, and based on his story and y'all's working with him, it had to be someone that he would be familiar with. So,
Yeah, guy's still alive. What the hell?
I don't know. Who's still alive?
Would
So,
Marvin character mutter the name at all?
uh,
Kind of
if you ask him, he's shook right now.
I mean, yeah, David.
Probably-
Since I'm talking to him, I'll ask him. Like, what'd you see? Like, was there something?
mutter.
Al, this would be your chance to put in a name if you want to try to say it.
Does he go? Simon.
Is it?
Is it?
It's Simon.
Oh, God.
Oh shit.
It's
He's still
Simon.
out there.
Under a storm,
He's still
saying
working.
vengeance is coming. Yeah, no, literally, you get a vision of a BBEG is what you get a vision of what a BBEG is doing right now. That's what he rolled.
Wow. Oh. Wow. We haven't, like, as much as that name plagued us in the early days, we haven't thought about him in some time. Oh.
I love random tables.
And, instead of responding, you'd probably shoot another arrow, another mad shit, wouldn't he?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Yeah. Oh, Marv is not happy, especially
say the
since
name out loud.
he
Oh, that was a 20
Simon,
for a second. there.
15?
Go ahead.
A little flustered.
What was it?
15?
He can add his thrill of the hunt.
Oh yeah, throw the hunt. He'll hit. Yeah, we'll just say throw the hunt. Yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, everything will kill it. Yeah. Actually, roll me a concentration check for him. I want to see if it breaks his concentration because he's shook.
And what is his thrill?
14.
It's
Wisdom to one attack roll or one damage
just
roll
wisdom.
per turn.
Okay.
Yeah, he succeeds. Yep, that's good. Okay. He manages to keep pass without trace.
Nice.
Okay. So the tower continues to rotate and spin. Cielo, you're inside, making your way up stealthily, if I recall.
Can I,
Yep. What's everyone still doing outside?
Can I ask Loon if up down seems weird at all to her? Hey,
Nope.
just flying feels normal. I know you're really good at flying, even with all these little tiny spheres, balls
It's a bit of a weird
of
question
Earth.
to ask given the orientation issues we were having earlier in the morning.
Yeah. Now I'm not asking the right person. She's an expert. She doesn't feel
Everything good?
everything good, easy,
Yeah.
normal.
So, Cielo's trying to go up, so I take him up.
Good, good. I yell to the group. Yeah, gravity's where the mage tower is facing. They don't feel, at least Luna doesn't feel that the tower was upside down a second ago. I think it's just,
I mean, what even is upside down here?
I look up and I guess I see clouds in the quote unquote sky. What direction? Do you have any
Oh, yeah.
sense of orientation?
Yeah, you've had your feet on the ground the whole time. There's clouds
Uh,
above you.
sorry, relative to the surface.
You've had your feet on the ground the whole time. It feels like you're inside the. Again, I don't know. You're not on Earth mode, so sure, you have your feet on the ground. That's the best I can give you right now.
Okay, okay.
You don't recall at any time walking sideways or upside down or spinning or jumping on an Earth mode.
Mhm.
You can kind of see plastered
Oh,
building.
right. I
So,
forgot what the transition. Okay,
Right.
gotcha.
Alright, so if no one is doing anything on the outside, we'll go back to the crew on the
Um,
inside.
I need to go.
Okay,
Okay.
So,
Okay.
if need be, I have many. Some of us, all of us, whatever, inside the
okay. Rest well,
arcade
Michael.
gate and scatter and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, we got you. I'll Jaeger you, but with the guys insights. I got you.
See you guys.
Nice.
Please,
Later.
Have a good one. Bye.
Aw, I'm not gonna get to traumatize him with magic. Boo.
Ruh-roh.
BRB, 1 second.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah. Karos, any idea what Karos would be doing outside, or would you be trying to get into the tower? The rope is just dangling there, or what's the plan? You think?
Um, so he'll kind of look to the rest of the folks outside and be like, do we have any idea what we're gonna do in there? Like we kind of figure that this is, if not the source, it's the central spot for what's going on. And if we stop whatever it is, if it's possible to be stopped, I mean, is this thing gonna come crashing down with us inside of it?
Oh,
That's
I just,
go on.
no, you go. I rolled bad for rock, so I'll let you go first. He'll feed off of you.
It's not a bad guess. Yeah, there's always a chance of something going wrong if we do figure something. But I think we are just fishing for information. See if I don't even think the wizard, the mage of the tower, had anything to do with the Mad Titan. I think it's just circumstance that there's a good place for everything to kind of erupt to bubble up. I don't know what we might find in there, but if it is a source, it's got to be something, right?
Pipe up and say, "Well, you didn't you say that the, the his little teleport tricks may be causing the issue?
Right.
We need to find that room, right?"
Thought it was the first floor. We need to. Well, I don't know how far up that ladder was, and there's no windows. I would just assumed it was the first floor. Yeah, we need to. I remember the room though. If we can search for that, maybe the tears are more visible, more physical. Maybe we could mend them. But that, if it is a source, it's probably more dangerous in that direction too.
Or maybe it's a mage tower and it doesn't make sense, so it's whatever floor it wants to be on.
Wait, what?
Smile at him. That's a very good point. I'll point to the upside down tower. It seems to do whatever the hell it wants to do.
I mean, yeah,
So,
but in Deeproot, it at least kind of made sense. Well,
in Deeproot, part of the tower was floating in
Yeah,
midair,
yeah.
scattered, separated.
the more I
Also had a-
think about what I just said, the more I question my own statement.
I also don't think there's many other buildings that have a troll that's troll powered. I don't know. There's
True. Troll battery.
troll battery, yeah. A lot of situations we encounter, and this is
I miss Star Speaker and
another one.
Krenlac.
congratulations on that.
I will give you an inspiration if you do not look up at your notes. I can't verify that you won't. If you remember what they worshipped, the name of it.
Oh, gosh, no.
The wisps were called Anno.
Oh,
Anno.
yeah, I do remember that now that you
Oh,
mention
oh,
it.
shit.
I did remember it was a wisp, but I didn't remember the name.
Yeah. They called
Oh,
them
yeah.
Anno.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so Rock was trying to figure out what are we doing. Karos and Rock are trying to figure out what are we doing. I don't know if you heard, Danny, because you said.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, yeah.
And Davis has no inputs.
Yeah, I guess he just curses like we figure that we've got to go in there to do something, and if there is something we can do in there that would stop the craziness, Karos is anticipating everything coming down around us.
Oh, true.
So that's his only concern, is that we're ready for when that happens, because if time moves slower inside,
Well,
then
that has been since dispelled, I believe, right? Or we don't believe that anymore.
it was just bigger. It was because it was larger on the inside, not that it
Yeah.
took longer. Okay.
It would have taken a few more minutes for Al to understand that from Boomlin, but I think once he did, he would have shared it.
Gotcha. Okay. So then in that case,
Loki's to sleep.
yeah, he'll probably just be like, I guess we just need to make sure that we're ready to go right when, it, just in case that is what happens. He looks at Davis. He's like, I don't know magic. I barely understand all the things I can do. So
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think any of us wants to be inside of a building that falls. How high up are we?
It seems like the lowest point that it gets is about 30 or so feet from the ground. Whenever it
Okay.
swings.
Not as bad. Still, I can't imagine most buildings are rated to drop 30 feet and land on a random part themselves. But
Most buildings aren't
Oh,
mage
uh,
towers.
Yeah, if any of them can stand it, I'm hoping it's this one.
well, might as well get to it. And Karos will start climbing up the.
So are we all joining them? Is that what we decided?
Might as well.
I think we're gonna try. If I can walk 10, 15 feet and ask Rock, like, hey, am I still jimmering or whatever?
His. How long is Detect
10
Magic?
minutes,
1
I
minute?
think?
I can't
Yes.
remember if it's 10 or 1.
I'll look.
Can you look at it? I think it's 1 minute. I think it's
It's
1
10.
action to cast. Oh, it is 10 minutes? Then yeah, he would still be able to see. He's like, as you cross, no, you're not Al. If you want to give me
Say it.
intelligence, it's an Arcana check. It's
Ooh.
unfortunate.
Half-ass, half-ass.
I mean, we should know what it is now. God
How's
damn
a
it.
7?
Well, we as players know.
Al says, oh, I'm special. He starts skipping towards the tower.
Yeah.
I actually
I'm more
forgot.
powerful.
I'd forgot that Marv was actually concentrating on a spell.
Yeah.
Just constantly emitting smoke. He's a smoke machine.
Yeah, it's a little black feathery smoke.
Yeah. As you guys approach, kind of climbing up. The rope is well tied off, and you guys are able to kind of start getting your way back up. It's a little weird
Have we
traversing
told
this.
Cielo
So
we're coming up?
no. Who wants to? Oh, I guess Rock
yeah.
can. He's gonna point at the tower and be like, we're coming up, buddy.
Let him
Yeah.
know we're looking for a circle room with tears in reality.
Like you do.
So, can I get a group athletics and check to try to see how well everyone, not Cielo, how long it takes for the rest of the group to kind of climb and parkour and make their way over to the balcony? Because you're gonna have to go up the rope, then you're gonna have to go up 2 floors on top of that.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have to swing over. Marb, however, has parkour, so he can use his dexterity in place of athletics.
Nice.
So,
Is that
one of those
equivalent
feats.
to acrobatics?
Yeah, it's basically he can use his acrobatics for the sake. Yeah, he can just roll his acrobatics
Okay.
because I think he's proficient in both athletics and acrobatics.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the equivalent then. Yeah.
Oh, he's
Why does he
Holy
have
crap.
expertise in athletics?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess he
Dude.
took. Yeah, so it's a dexterity athletics check, so he can use his expertise there.
Oh, okay.
So
2 or 3.
wow, Jesus Christ, Carlos, fucking hell.
Sheesh.
It's a 20 for Marb, a 23 for Davis, a 31.
Yeah, I'm looking
Or-
at Ben. So I will say, just in case like there's a catastrophic failure, Ben will Misty Step if he needs to with his thaumaturge.
Understood. So as
Oh, or he'll just
Nice.
crit.
Whoa.
Like, Jesus.
okay, well
Just
that
Hulk
was
jumped.
okay. Well, that was the trigger. He needed to roll a natural 20. So yeah. So James is gonna love you.
He
Oh.
already does.
Yeah,
Like
but he's gonna love
fire.
you for it. So the roll that you got was a stat of your choice.
Oh, is this based off the
Increases-
11?
Yeah. The
Nice.
stat of your choice increases by 2. Choose a trigger. My trigger was going to be when you rolled a natural 20.
Oh shit.
I'm assuming he's going to do strength. Because it doesn't say that I can increase it past.
Past 20 then.
20,
Yeah, if
yeah.
it can't go past 20 then. Yeah, strength or con. Like he is kind of a con nut, but
Yeah, I think he's probably going to want to do strength,
yeah, strength
because
makes
he
more
wants to
sense.
start
He's
smacking
smacking.
things.
Yeah. Just permanently is
Yeah.
increased by 2.
Yeah, it's the effect that he got.
I'll code it up as an effect then. Is there a name I
Yeah.
can put to it? Like Mage Tower Boon or something?
I will type it to you because I don't want to say the words out loud just
Fair.
to meta it.
That'll be fun.
Or more appropriately, chaos.
I got it.
Yeah. One of those is appropriate.
So nobody look at my sheet.
I mean, yeah, just for now. Like, I don't want you guys. Like, after this, you guys can, meta it all as much as you want.
Right.
But just
Butter,
for this,
buddy.
kind of. But yeah, no, because
That's
your
awesome.
rolled so low, it's permanent.
That's sick.
Yeah. So James is gonna be happy with that. It's because it's gonna give him more initiative too, because he's got the heavy armor ability.
The shield related one, I think, right?
The heavy armor one.
Oh, it's armor. Okay.
Okay, so as a group, oh geez, yeah, you guys rolled really well. So, yeah, we'll say it's gonna take you guys working together about, and it just puts into context how fast Cielo did this. It's gonna take you all about 4 minutes working together to get everyone to be able to climb up 3 flights, 3 stories, swing towards the balcony, but the balcony is wide open. Once you guys get there, you'll be able to kind of walk in. So Cielo, you get this message, and you have about 4 to 5 minutes without Cielo knowing before your friends arrive. What are you gonna do? If you're still there, Donnie.
Sorry, you say that again?
Yeah. So you got a message from Rock saying, "Hey, we're coming up," and you were inside the tower. You were kind of crawling around. You were up on the upper portion of the big room, beyond the subfloor, kind of following the way that these walkways were kind of leading up into like a central column from the ceiling. And I think that was where you were trying to sneak your way to. I think you said you were going to be quiet and stealthy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So go ahead and I think you didn't roll me a stealth check, or I don't see one. Or if
I
you
did
did,
not yet.
okay. So yeah, roll me a stealth check, and then let me know what you're doing. 28. Okay, got it.
I was just heading up the stairs. I don't know what I was greeted with yet.
Yeah. So you got up the, past the spiral stairs, and like I said, so you saw that there's different, like just like suspended walkways that you can kind of traverse to and walk to, and like as you approach one and you're about to leap, kind of thinking like try to do the math, you see that it just begins to turn and shift and connect to another walkway. So it's just building your own walkway to wherever you want to go in the upper portion of this um, this room. And there is a central. You see that in the center of the room, on the ceiling, uh, there's a essentially like a part of the ceiling extends down, almost like, let's call it like a wooden tube or a concrete tube, and there looks to be like a door on it. Hey, buddy. So I'll kind of draw it like here for you to kind of see. But go ahead. So it'd be like ceiling, and then there's like this little part that extends down, and there looks to be like a door on it. And there's just like walkways in the ceiling. And as you approach, they like will kind of turn and connect.
Cool.
So up to you, whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna look at Loon Loon and say, "Hey, what do you think?"
Because you're so stealthy, she's giving you a little bit of space. She'll always be within eyesight, but like as far back as she can. So she's kind of peering over the spiral staircase, just kind of staring at you. But when you acknowledge her, she'll take some steps forward. Maybe open her wings. She'll see if following your footsteps, that the path does the same stuff. She can like walk up to you.
I know a minor illusion is probably child's play to a mage tower.
It was his favorite spell.
I'm gonna try the door. I want to know what's behind the door. What's behind door number 1? So I'm gonna hit the door.
So you're gonna make your way, kind of approaching the walkways. As you kind of get close to the end of one of the walkways, one of them will kind of shift, and you're able to kind of continue walking. And they're kind of linking up, seemingly understanding where you desire to go.
Luna have her wings open, but she'll like try to follow real close to Cielo, kind of follow his path and his what the
Sure.
pathing is making for him.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
does it feel like the walkways are shifting?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. Like when
Oh,
you
yeah, okay.
when you get within like 5 feet of the end, another one the one that you're on begins to shift, and another one begins to shift to kind of just naturally connect, and then you just keep walking, and then another one
Stay close,
connects.
Loon Loon.
Another one connects. Yeah, you kind of get up to it, and it kind of approaches. As you do, on each corner of this like portion that's down, there is a gargoyle, just kind of in the stonework. And as you approach, the eyes kind of open. You hear the little stones.
Oh. Hey.
You'll see some dust kind of begin to kind of shake off, and the head begins to turn. Hey, what's up, dude?
Sisters?
What's up?
Hey.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
I was just in the neighborhood.
Cool. Well, welcome.
I was
You wanna go
actually
inside?
wondering if you had some sugar.
Sugar. Nah, man, I got dust. And he kind of shakes a bit, and some dust kind of gathers in his hand. It falls. He kind of gathers it. You want some dust?
Not really.
Oh, sorry.
Your person around, or were they long
Eh,
gone?
long gone. Hasn't been around for a long time.
Yeah, I could tell. What happened?
But I mean, oh, I don't know. I don't know. He left one day and never came back.
Damn, as they always do, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. We're just chilling here, you know, doing our thing.
Been a party ever since.
No, not really. It's been pretty boring. But you know, we can just kind of turn it all off and whatever.
Until the next one comes around.
Yeah. So are you gonna try to go inside?
Well, I was thinking about it.
Cool.
Hey,
You
me
want
and
to
my
fight to the
friends
death,
are.
or do you want to be friends?
I'd prefer friends.
Cool. Me too. I really don't feel like fighting. I mean, what's the point, right?
Anything dangerous in here?
Me, you probably,
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
the books,
The book.
the knickknacks, the carpet, the chair, the couch, the stairs, the walls, pretty much everything.
Step
Yeah,
off the
I like this
stairs.
place. Well, I figured that the mage tower. I mean, that's what I assume this place is, but
Yeah, no, uh, nice job with the opening of the lock.
it's what I do.
Yeah, I can tell.
Uh, my friends are coming. They're not as good as what I do.
I mean, I can't stop them. Well, I mean, I could, but I don't really feel
Oh,
like stopping them.
I'm sure you could, but I'd hope you don't.
No, I mean, it's fine. They can come in. I mean, you left the door open anyways. Kind of rude of you to not close it behind you, but I get it. You were excited. This place is pretty awesome. Also, your little fox thing here is pretty cute.
She's sitting with her tongue out and wagging her tail. Once she hears the word friend, she's like, "Oh, okay."
Well, we're all friends, and we're mostly harmless. But we're all friends, and if you're harmless, we're definitely harmless.
I mean, I'm not, but I just don't feel like doing anything to you guys. So, yeah,
See, we'll definitely be friends.
cool. Um, do your friends need help getting in here?
I think they would greatly appreciate that. Actually, they
Okay.
probably have blisters by now by climbing.
Well, I mean, one of them's really struggling, so give me a
Kinda.
minute. Yeah, and you'll just see him close his eyes. Al. It was Al, right? Yeah, Al. So as
The
you're kind
rope
of
is
like,
burning through my gloves. Ah, my fingers.
yes, Al, as you're kind of like climbing up, you made it past the rope. You know, you're kind of getting there, and there's this portion where you gotta kind of like leap and swing. You know,
Ah, shit.
and it's
Davis,
and
catch
you're
me.
yeah, and you're kind of worried because there's like this gargoyle outcropping over it, and as you go to leap, the gargoyle's arm reaches down, catches you. He's like, "I got you, buddy." Just throws you mid leap and just tosses you to the balcony. You're supposed to land on your feet. Yeah.
Hey, thank you for the help.
How did you
I'll
do
stand up,
that?
dust myself off. Um, friend, hello. Thank you.
Yeah, your friends inside of well, the tower. Um
Oh,
Who are you talking
oh,
to?
I'll
awesome.
look.
Oh,
I'll look at Davis and tell him like, told you I'm good at this.
Wait, what? Oh, who said that?
You put her out.
There's a one of the gargoyles is just kind of like hanging onto the side, looking at you, and then you hear Scala's voice coming out from it.
Yo,
What the hell? Like,
I,
I just thought I
uh,
couldn't see
he made
Cielo, and I
progress.
didn't expect to hear Cielo's voice coming from a statue.
And then you just hear
Wait,
the different
actually,
voice.
then I'm gonna
The
actually.
door's open.
I,
Door-
I don't care for the moment. At the moment, I'm gonna try and like. Is it a gargoyle? Like, is it somewhere I can get up close to like inspect around it? I think Cielo's hiding behind it.
Yeah. It's just it's holding on to just like it's just like clutched onto like the
Gotcha.
part of the statue, the wall. So you can kind of like inspect it. Go ahead and give me an inspection check or investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's here. I know he's here somewhere. Where the fuck did he go?
I whispered to Davis. I think it ate him. Stole his voice.
Are you looking for the little guy? He's inside. Like,
The big, most
dude,
exasperated sigh, like, fuck, I don't. Okay.
you're kind of a little close in my bubble. Do you mind?
Sure. Sorry.
Appreciate it. No, it's all good. Welcome inside. Don't mind the first few steps. The master hasn't been in for a long time, so you know what? I just said, fuck it. Come on in.
I like that attitude. That makes sense.
To Loon Loon. You're still with our rabbit friend, right? And did you meet Stone Friend?
Yeah, Stone Friend. Interesting.
Okay.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Okay. We'll see you soon. We're walking, and Stone Friend. We met Stone Friend too. Lots of Stone Friend.
Stone Friend. Cool.
Very cool.
Very
Hope we
dirty,
climb.
though.
Oh, dusty.
Dusty.
A lot of dirt, dust. Okay. I'll shake his hand and then I'll clean my hand after. Nah, that's rude.
No,
I
you're already covered in dust because he grabbed you while you were leaping. He's like,
I look down and I'm gray. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just deal with this until we leave. I don't wanna be rude about it.
Dusty old bones, full of green dust.
Green dust. Do we feel any kind of rotations or any pull
No?
when the tower does stuff? Okay, so
No.
tower down is R down, even on the outside.
Yeah, you can't really see much outside. You just see the little
Oh, gotcha.
sparks from the guys when they get zapped. That's about it. I'm gonna move the tower down so it doesn't mess with the drawing. I'll just do that like that.
Oh god, it's going underground.
Now I'm just kind of getting it a little bit out of the way.
Hey, friend.
Dive,
is there
dive,
anything...
dive.
Hey, friend. Is there any way you'd like to be called?
Aha. You can call me. You can call me. I don't know. I never got a name. What's a cool name?
A cool name.
I'm made of stone, but I can fly. I guard a tower. I'm everywhere.
Oh,
I don't know. If you come up with a name, you can call me that.
I'll think on it. And Al in his head has just been going, Dusty, 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 Dusty. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. And he's trying to play it cool. He's like, I'll think on it. Yeah. We can.
Dustin.
Ooh, that's quite a bit better.
Is that what Karo says out loud?
Well, Carlos, I assume, is still helping people up because he is. I assume it's easy for him. So
Yeah.
after not everybody, after
I-
not mass panic at him being kited off by
Uh-huh.
I'd probably just be like, all right, I guess things are all right. Then he'll keep helping anybody who's having an issue up the next
Okay.
areas.
I like it. So yeah. So everybody manages to get inside, get in. Karos and the gargoyle that is yet to be named gets you guys in. As you enter, you'll hear him say, "I'm gonna Do you mind closing the door at least?
Oh, of course, of course.
You're letting in a draft. And
I'll
then,
like chauffeur the last few people in after you. After you.
Yeah.
Got the door. Is
Right,
there a
go on.
gargoyle inside or only outside?
You look and the interior is wood and beautifully furnished. Elegantly, it's got a whole bunch of knickknacks and baubles, bookshelves and all that, unlit candles. You don't see a gargoyle, at least on the bottom of this floor where you can see it, but you look up and it's massive. It expands upwards. You see subfloors. You see walkways suspended in the area because I think Cielo still has some of his dancing lights kind of just floating in random places in this area, so you can kind of see something. Otherwise, it's pretty dark in here. So I would say probably Rock would do a light spell, be my guess. Just gonna
Push roll.
Cielo, you would see the light spell kind of illuminate down below you. I would say, Cielo,
Brandon.
you are probably 100 feet above your friends. About. Pretty big room.
Have any of us crossed like the threshold of the?
Yeah, all of you are.
Oh, we did.
Unless
Okay.
you said you weren't. I said all of you were in, and Al closed the balcony door behind y'all.
Okay, perfect.
Per the gargoyle's request. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Marb is just. What the fuck?
Lin says we're in good hands. I trust it. They seem very friendly. We're good. We're good. This is a really big room. If I see the sofa, I'll run over to it and look for orange fur.
Sure.
So hey,
You man.
guardian guy. So who used to be in here? Who put this all together? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, that's one thing. If I could tell you, I would, but it's kind of part of the. I can't. You could figure it out, I'm sure. You guys are smart. At least I think some of you are probably smart.
Some of us are.
But like, I mean, like, I could try to say his name and it just won't come out. Like, look, I'm going to say his name now.
Ah,
His
but
mouth
what is
is
it you
moved.
didn't just say?
His name?
Oh, damn
Oh.
it. Sorry, I thought I maybe got you on that one.
Nah, it's
Ah.
pretty good. It's a pretty good enchantment. I don't think you're gonna get it.
No, appreciate the help though.
Yeah, I mean, he left me here. What am I supposed to do? I'm bored.
So can you not leave here?
Yeah.
I am here. Like, what are you talking
Oh,
about?
like you're part of this
Oh.
place?
Bada bing, bada boom, my dude.
Hey,
There
some
you
of
go.
us are smart, alright?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am the tower. Kind of, sort of. I don't know. One and the
Would you
same.
say, would you say that you rule the tower now? It's your tower? As much
I
as you
mean,
can.
that's like saying you rule your own body, right? Do you rule your own body?
You know, I still think that's important.
Alright. Well, just don't make me into an amusement park, okay?
No,
Or I
no,
should
of
say
course
a
not.
fairground.
No, you seem real cool. You do a lot here. I
Is
think I got a
I,
game idea for
I,
you if you're up for it. How
I
do you
really do
feel?
nothing. I really do nothing. I just exist.
Regardless, I think you're really cool. How do you feel
I
about the
appreciate it.
name Magnus?
Sure. What does it mean? Does it mean anything? I like it. Magnus. Sounds cool. I'm Magnus. Nice to meet you. What's your name? By the way, did I tell you my name is Magnus? It's a really cool
Good,
name. Some guy named me Magnus, and I'm just gonna go with it because you know what? It's a good name, Magnus.
good to meet you, Magnus. It's a badass name. Wish I was named Magnus. That's good shit.
Yeah, whoever created you really did a bad job. They didn't name you Magnus. They really failed. I'm sorry. Your
You
life
could
is
have stepped
probably
up.
meaningless. So
Ah, I'm working on it, but I'll never achieve the echelon you're on as Magnus. Magnus, I
you
can only look up to you as inspiration.
you really won't, man. Like you don't understand. Those of us that are named Magnus are just a tier above everyone else.
Wait, tier above,
I
is
so
should.
that a joke about having multiple floors or something?
I like this guy. He gets my humor. No, seriously, I like this guy. He gets
Hey.
my humor.
Nice.
Good stuff. We'll keep you company. We'll keep you entertained for a bit. So
I mean,
you're fun.
you won't. I mean, you'll leave eventually. I get it. It's fine. No one wants to hang out with me forever. I mean, I'm Magnus. I'm just too cool for anybody else. They just can't handle it. They
So,
get around
Magnus,
me, and then
how old
yeah.
are you?
I don't know. Old. Let's see here.
I mean, if we're talking about
I
like sunrises, sunsets, like,
Oh no, I get time. Time's fine. You don't have to worry about
okay.
that. You don't have to be all I don't know, many hundreds of years old. I don't remember how old this tower is. I'm about as old as the city was before the city went boom.
Yeah, sorry about that, by the way.
Oh, that was you guys?
Well,
That was
Well,
not nice.
we didn't
Like,
do
why
it,
would you
but
make my city go boom? Like, really? Like, guys, come on.
no, we just
No,
didn't make it
we stopped
not
it.
go boom faster than we could have.
Uh, are you the reason why it feels all funny outside?
I don't think so. We're here to
Okay.
figure out
Well-
what's going on.
yeah.
Okay.
Somebody's theory is that something might have gotten messed up in the tower that is causing, or at least a factor in why everything's so crazy.
Yeah,
outside.
well, the
Yeah,
guy that I
this-
can't say their name, like, again, I'm gonna try, and you see his mouth move. He was up to some crazy stuff. I mean, he was really strong and really powerful. Liked to do a lot of magic, liked to practice a lot of things, liked to collect a lot of things, liked to experiment, liked to do things. But I mean, at the end of the day, he just left. So I don't know what he was working on.
Did
But
he
I
have
mean,
a name?
what was that?
So did that guy have a name?
Yeah,
Oh, right,
but
that's
like
the
I
thing you
said,
can't say. God damn, I'm sorry.
oh, it's all good.
Is there anything in the tower you'd rather we don't mess with? Like it'll
Really,
mess
I don't
you up?
care. I mean, the guy left me here just to like be alone and be bored to myself.
Wait,
At this
Magnus,
point,
Magnus,
anything.
Magnus. Did the name you can't say, did he write it down anywhere in here that we could go read it? You wouldn't have to say it. We could read it.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. I'm sure he labeled a lot of his notes and some of his books and some of his ledgers. I mean, the guy had an ego. The guy was.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the
I'm
guy had
gonna
an ego.
immediately start just like looking through books, looking for that kind of stuff.
Oh, I don't. Oh, okay.
Ah, smut. What is it good for?
What's his name?
Oh.
Smut.
He signed the book Smut. It is I, Smut, the Eternal,
Smut the
the
all-powerful.
all-knowing.
I really wish CJ was here just so I could understand how he would react as Rock, but that is all it is.
I mean, Davis is
how do I
not
want
that bright, but he knows the difference
No,
between
no,
a
no.
book title and someone signing a book.
No, I get it. So Davis, you can give me an investigation check.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's just a massive area
Right.
and it's not well lit.
Would it be a disadvantage? So that I can prefer myself.
Have you considered dark vision?
If I do it with my eyes closed, is it a disadvantage?
Specialized.
If you really want to do it at disadvantage, that's fine. So you can before yourself. Sure.
Yeah,
I'll allow it.
sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Davis puts on his reading glasses.
Oh god. Well, actually, hold on.
Ooh.
Which one was first? Okay, the 2 is first either way.
Okay.
Total of
Well,
12.
I will let you know how long it takes. It will be a
Yeah.
while before you find it. It is
3
dark and
months.
there's not much. Yes. So
No.
how did I wanted to do something. Sorry. I guess I'm just gonna. Hopefully, CJ will watch the recording. Magnus will notice Rock and say, "Hey, where'd you get that? That was his." And he's pointing to something that he has stuffed in his shell.
Oh.
And he's like, yo man, like, long time no see. And Rock, his little quill and feather will just kind of float. It's been a long time. Like, where you been? And the quill just kind of dances around,
Is that
spins.
he has
Yeah.
a quill of dictation, I think?
Yep.
Okay.
It's the quill of dictation. Correct. He's like, you know these guys? Like, you're cool with them? And the quill just kind of spins around. He's like, all right. Wow, it's good that I got good vibes from them. It's a good thing I let them in because, I mean, if the boss man actually ever did come back, you know, I'm not saying that he will. I'm pretty sure he's just gone because, like, again, he was a person. A person doesn't live that long. I've been here a long time. I don't know. I think he's gone. I think I'm all alone. But I got a cool name. My name is Magnus. Did you get that? Hey, Quilly. My name is Magnus. They call me Magnus now. Quilly just spins. It's like, all right, well, it's good to see you. I mean,
Nice.
I miss you, buddy. Quill just kind of goes up to him and just kind of draws a little smiley face on his cheek. It's like, thanks, buddy. I missed that. Ah. So yeah, why do you have his quill? Did you guys meet him? Is he still alive? Tell me he's not alive. Come on, the guy's a dick. He left me here for so long. He can't be alive, right? No one? Seriously? Just quiet?
I mean, I haven't killed any master wizards or
Okay,
anything.
And then
cool.
kill any, but
Actually,
lots of artifacts.
I've
wait,
only
wait.
been here since I've only been around since the town blew up.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, actually, Quilly, there's a bit of time where I don't really remember much. Were you around during that time? Feels kind of, you know, last 10 years or so. And Quilly just goes up to Rock and pokes at him. And Rock will pull out some parchment, and Quilly writes, "Yup." You know what happened? You got raided. They stole me. And some other things. Wagon got attacked. Then these people found me. Like, oh, wait, I got raided? I don't remember getting raided. Quilly says, yeah. He's writing this. Yeah. You were just asleep. I couldn't wake you up. Sorry. Huh. Someone used some magic. That's pretty unfortunate. Oh well. Well, whatever they took, I don't care. I'm glad you're back, though. Nice to have a friend here again. Hmm.
Hey, Quilly, who raided, if you know, or what did they look like?
He'll start sketching.
Oh, wow, you can draw too? That's awesome. This is awesome.
Uh, yeah, it's like a typewriter, you know, just.
It's ASCII art. He's doing ASCII art.
Yeah, yeah, basically. Um, Quilly would recall older version. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to hide it. What did I do?
And I don't remember when we got the quill of dictation. That wasn't
I'm
from.
trying to figure that out too.
Well,
I
so.
can tell you, and I don't mind.
Oh, okay. Because
Can
I have a
I-
couple of spots in my notes, but none of them really make sense.
I think it's after Orin. I think that was just a book, right?
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
You've had Quilly since like the first 10 sessions.
Oh, shit. Okay,
Oh,
so it was
wow.
on. Was it where we got the key to the Decolite shit?
The wagon, yeah.
Yeah, that's what the rated wagons. Yeah. Does
Oh.
anybody want to take a guess what it was as players or as characters? And I can.
What was?
The wagons. Why were they traveling north to along the road? Why were they raided? Why were they thrashed? It's fine.
No, I don't know.
It's.
Fancy stuff was left.
Do you remember the things that you found on it?
Gosh, I wasn't taking nearly as good of notes back then.
Well, that's fine. Yeah,
Was
no,
the Hendecolite item, was that a key or is that more of a crest?
You found the key to the Nexus, which Rock has,
Nexus. Okay.
which is what the sculpted um, presence
Yeah.
recognized.
Mhm.
You found the golden. You found a golden disc. You found Quilly. You found an Archmage's scarf that has the letter R on it, which Davis is carrying, if I recall.
I might
And
be. Let me check. I do vaguely remember something like that.
yeah, and one of the details on the scarf was because you at one point, I think more recently, I may be mistaken, I might be giving you something for free. Well, let me know. Do you have it on your person? I know you have it. I know one of you has it. For some
I
reason, I think it was
don't
Davis.
see it in my inventory. Let me see if it's in my list of
Oh.
like stuff I used to have.
I'll check a couple.
So, but yeah, it draws a humanoid or human male that you see. Probably at that point in his 50s.
Yeah, I don't have it in my old stuff list either.
Okay. You guys, one of you has to have it because I would put a note if you guys got rid of it because it's been an important thing the whole time.
Don't see it on Al or Rock.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I might go check my old D&D Beyond inventory as well, just to double check.
Yeah.
I'll check D&D Merb.
Yeah. But yeah, it was the key, the disc,
Willie.
Quilly,
Scarf.
and the scarf, or like the handkerchief, or like the hand towel. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was something along those lines. And it has the letter R on it. Yeah, no, I know I've said this in one session because I said it was that or I am high as fuck when like so I said it looks like the letter R,
Yeah, Grant, I
but
think, used to have it.
But there's a habit of handing everything off as we.
yeah, but you guys always hand things off to each other.
I mean, usually useful things, though, not necessarily all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, that's true.
It is
Well,
always magic items, and you're right. It's kind of
yeah, that's true, that's true. So,
icky.
but just for the sake of it, so it was an R written like this.
Okay.
And I could have sworn I said something about it looks like a Z that was changed.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I said that at one point.
That does sound familiar.
Are we? Is this a...
Because you guys found out that the the Handecolite's name
Zygmunt
was
Galus, aka Rocket
eh,
Galus.
yeah, Z and R. Z R Z R Z R.
Yeah, I don't see it in Marb's inventory either.
Okay. Well, you at least remembered the scarf at some point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we had this. Okay, so we did have this discussion at one point. So yeah, so the Handecolite, as far as you guys know, was Zygmunt, and then another name or something for him was Rocket.
And Irion Thul as well, right?
Iriantul. There, yeah, that was another. That was the sculpted one that recognized it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Iriantul. So, but for the sake of kind of helping you guys, it looked like on the scarf. Originally, it had a Z, and then someone changed it to an R. So, yeah. So you got the image. Cielo, your friends are just down below, kind of chattering to themselves. Are you still trying to go inside the next room, or what are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm still going in the next room. I at least want to like look and see what the next room is before I go downstairs to say hi to my friends.
So as you start to open the door, say, "Whoa, whoa, friend. I want you to get up here, but I need you to figure something out, all right? Not to
Oh,
be mean, but it's important you figure it out so that I know that at least you can comprehend what you're about to walk into. Is that fair? Is that cool? Is that chill?
yeah, that's fine. What is it?
All right. They call me Magnus now. So you're going to have to figure out something. And it might actually help me in the long run because I might be able to, well, help you guys help. You help me, I may be able to help you. So I'm going to take you down with your permission. Do you consent?
Sure.
Cool. He grabs you, starts flying, puts you
Whoa.
down. All right. So this is all of you. You guys are cool. I like you guys. You guys gave me a name, brought Quilly back. I understand that Quilly you think is yours, but hey, Quilly's a free, independent quill. You respect Quilly, Quilly respects you. Now, you guys are going to have to figure something out. It might help me be able to help you more. It might be able to help you help me more. I don't know. I didn't make up the rules. I just know that there's something that's important, and you guys seem like the type of guys. I don't see any gals amongst you that can figure it out. So, this is what Magnus requests. And he just goes up to a table and like hits the table, and a drawer pops out. Yeah, he's gonna hate me for this if he is alive. This is his work. If you could figure out probably everything you need to know about what happened here, what happened before me, what happened after me, what happened during me. I don't know what that means, but hey, I'm just talking, I'm spitballing here. I need you to figure it out. Now, I'm going to wave my hands over it. It's going to go glowy, glowy, sparky, sparky. Do not be afraid. You understand this is magic. Magic is normal. You guys understand magic? I can fucking feel the magic coming off of you guys. So,
Yeah.
let's do this.
Let's do
Yeah,
this.
let's do it.
So,
Moving closer. Ooh.
So he pulls it out. He sets it on a wooden table, and the scroll begins to kind of unwind and begins to glow with sigils and blue energies kind of swirling and vortexing around it. Now this, remember how I had you guys do a puzzle to figure out the gate? Similar. This is meant to be a visualization of a puzzle. Once you guys figure something out, I will give you guys a clue. And this will help you guys unlock things potentially in the story. So think story elements, but also think like, this is just something for you to figure out. It's kind of separate. Like remember the last time the puzzle was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7
Yeah.
reversed and backward, and I color coded it so you guys could put it in order. So abstract, right? It's not all D&D here. It relates, but it's not all D&D. So what you guys will see what Magnus will say. Yeah, that's cute. What Magnus will say is this is like his cipher, his key, his cool, his thing. If you can crack this, you might be able to figure out his mathematical equations. And actually, it's kind of freaky and kind of creepy. And now that I'm actually noticing it, now that and he looks to Rock, turn on the light, your shell reminds me of a lot of this stuff. If you can figure this out, you might be able to figure out what's going on. But I have to not be able to help you, because if I help you, then, well, I think the enchantment will literally turn me off, and I don't want to be turned off that way. So, but as much as I can do, I can point you to the right direction. I cannot interfere. I cannot help. You have to do this on your own. I believe in you. I just met you, but I believed you. Your friend gave me a name. It is an amazing name.
Thank you, Magnus. I believe in you too.
All right. So, to represent the puzzle is this. Okay, so but it's going to take me a second to reveal stuff. So, right, this goes on the middle layer. You guys see a bunch of circles?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
6, 4, 6, 4, 6.
This.
Rows of 6, 4, 6, 4, 6.
Yes, correct. And then this should pop in on the token layer,
Oh,
and
wow.
you guys should be able to move this.
Whoa!
All right, this is a puzzle.
Jeez. So these are unmovable. These top ones.
These are
Okay.
unmovable. You
The
are
idea being,
slotting these
yeah.
things in to figure out his cipher. Once you figure out his cipher, there's going to be a huge lore dump.
Oh shit.
Wah.
And you guys can use your human intelligence to do this.
Right.
You do not have
Yeah.
to be
Yeah. Otherwise,
Can-
I'm sitting this one out.
Yeah.
Can I ask if the bottom ones? Yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, there you go.
If their
Put these in
existing
the numbers in
order
order.
matter at all, or if we can, if
No,
if
you
there's
this
a bunch of,
it's a slew of yes, exactly.
like we just dumped out a Lego set, like let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. I did not put these in any order. Sorry. Yeah. I literally just tried to. And you guys can ask questions and the terms, and I might make you do like dice rolls to see how much I can help you with. That's going to be the character element of it. But like, you guys can use yourselves, and there is a grid, so they will, but
Yeah,
it's not a
snap.
locked grid. So yeah. So you can overlap and stuff.
Mhm. The hell's the yield sign for? God damn. We're doing numeric or are we doing pattern?
I'm doing numeric order on the numbers.
Okay.
Okay.
And I
I see
think
it now.
I think I created this, and I don't think I made a mistake. But if I did, I will adjust everything.
It's impossible. We spend 6 hours on it. Like I don't get it.
No.
Like, fuck, I
There
forgot to
there
carry
is
the one.
no. I have the key in front of me, so I should be able to help. I will say where. Oh, okay. I see where you moved the circle, the triangle, the. Okay, got it.
Oh,
Someone
yeah.
else moved some
That's all.
up
So
here.
these are
That's why
just
I like.
for funsies? Like,
I don't know.
Starting spot. I like the
Okay.
idea.
well, so I notice the existing stuff has no particular symmetry, either like horizontal, vertical, or even diagonal.
Mm-hmm. There are 10 numbers with decimals. So it's either 6, 4, or they're not necessarily.
Yeah, and
in
the ones
line
that
with each
aren't
other.
decimals are all multiples of something. It's at least 4, if not something
Yeah.
even bigger, 16 maybe. I don't know.
There's a diagonal line here for the 72. 72, 144, 216 is all.
I will give you one very simple hint. The decimals for some of them, they may have gone much longer. I just rounded to the
Yeah.
nearest. Okay. So
Okay.
So like 72727, like that's a repeating for what is that? That's 8/9, I think, or 8/11. Sorry, 8/11.
Mm.
And 45454 is 4/11. And
This is double
908.
of it.
So 908 is 9/11. Actually, so 11 makes sense because it's all the 11, right? The 11 deities. So
okay,
Ooh.
very nice. Good. Yes, I will nod. Good observation. Correct.
yeah, these are like multiples of
Alright.
72. Yeah. And these are all like multiples of here. I'll group these 90, 120, 180. These are all like multiples of.
So these might be either
30.
whole numbers. Oh shit! I just realized it's the 11-sided star. Okay.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Okay. Good job. Yes. Correct. Yes. Because remember, Hendecolite got his name off of 11.
These are all increments of 32. Dot x. So still persists. Yeah, it's
How many of these?
all
1,
the way
2,
up.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10
Yeah.
of these.
First and last are the same. But then if that,
Well, so this is 10 times
but
this. So
it's divided by 11.
Yeah, are they?
does
It's
it
evenly
go up
distributed.
to-
Yeah, it's 32. So this times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5 times 6. I think that's what it looks like.
Mhm.
Yeah. So this times 11 would be. So I said this was what? 8/11ths.
Oh, is this 360?
Yes. Well, so this is 360 times 10/11ths. So
Wait,
this,
I'll ask that again. What's the question?
Is this 360 and each of these are 360 divided by 11 times?
yeah.
So it's
That
So this is
seems
yeah.
to be the
okay.
pattern.
Yeah, this is 360 divided by 11. This
Uh,
is 360 divided by 11 times 2 times 3 times 4
3
times 5.
times 4.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna write that down just to. Where is it?
but how did
And
11 fit on the
also,
grid? Ah!
Karos and Cielo, sorry for a complicated puzzle, but if you guys see something, don't feel too shy to speak up.
I already put the ones that I noticed together.
PlayStation
Yeah.
geometry.
PlayStation.
Well, I just went with the number of increasing by. I don't know if the circle's related. I only associated with shapes, but the
Mhm.
number of sides increases by 1.
Okay.
You have
I
1.
will tell you that that is actually something. The number of sides or something like that is part of the puzzle. Yes.
Ooh, cool.
But I didn't know if this one was also related, because you kind of go, well,
Okay, I can let you do a roll with Karos if you want to
yeah,
try to think.
Karos used my
So I can give you a hint.
his brain.
Okay. Go ahead and how many skills is Karos proficient in, or does has expertise that use intelligence?
All int skills he is proficient with is
And I guess technically you do have the thing that allows you to use int for wisdom, and those count as well. So
5.
because you do have 5. Okay, so yeah, you can roll this with
5
expert.
and 3 sets of tools. That
Oh, okay. The tools, I'll give you a bonus to that, so we'll say 6. You can roll with proficiency, so you can give me an intelligence check with proficiency.
okay.
So, while he's doing that, so this grouping here is 3 pairings that add up to 360. So if you do it like this, these all add up to 360. I'm not sure if that matters.
Ooh.
This is 2 pairings that add up to 360, which is these two. And
Oh.
then with this,
Is this
this
radio
would be
like a
5
clock?
pairings that add up to 360 as well. Radial is interesting.
I'm gonna burn a battle master
Oh yeah,
for
go for it. Yeah, yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
You're one of
Yeah,
them
that
smart
absolutely.
fighters.
Like I said,
Good call with the pairings. That is even across the board. Nice, nice.
Yeah, so there's 5 here, there's 2 here, and there's 3 here. That's 10 total pairings that add up.
all right, 24 total.
24. I will tell you that Al mentioned 360, as in 360 degrees or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
So look at the symbols telling you how to break up 360 degrees. So a circle, you cannot break it up. So it stands alone. I will give you that. A Hendeca star, you can break up 11 times.
So that's this number.
32, 17. Oh yeah.
And I will say I will give you this because it was one concern. It was a little concerning that this number shows up twice, but I had to give you some sort of pattern or some sort of something, and I understand that that might throw you off. But if that happens to be the case, I'll give you a hint.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. You're pairing up that. Okay. But so then this would be 4 times. This would be 90.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
This would be 72.
So for this, whoops.
I mean, it's gonna be like 180. I
Let's,
don't know.
I will give you that. That is 180 because you can divide into
Into
2.
2.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That one was also one of the more abstract ones, but I needed a symbol for it, so I did a line.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm not being shy. I'm being tired.
No, you're good. That's fine.
11.
That's fine.
Oh, 270 didn't go there. No,
Yeah, 270 is just over
90.
here.
All right. You guys are kind of going close. You're going a little off. So let me try to give you guys another hint. Consider the symbols part of the string. I don't know if that helps, but because I understand the pattern, it helps.
So would
Mm.
this be equivalent? No, that's divided by 3. There's other
No,
options.
don't necessarily look at equivalent. Look at it as it is part of string or the sequence or something like that. Maybe that'll help.
If these are immovable, that's part of.
Yeah.
Well, so
Gotta
there's
accommodate that.
26 of these, but 6 are taken.
Don't look at them as taken.
Oh, sorry,
They
6 have
are
things in there.
special.
Yeah.
or yeah, there's something in them, or special, or
But I
indicated.
think we actually have 26 total things to place, if I didn't miscount. So it's 2, 5, 9, 11, 14 plus 11 plus 1. Yeah, that's 26.
That is
Okay,
correct.
so
You do have
we
27.
do have pogs to put on each of these, but yeah. So then, yeah, to the DM's point, these would then indicate that they should be special, and there's 6 of those.
Yeah.
And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if you count this.
Correct.
Shapes.
Yes, I will give you that.
So
Correct.
presumably
That is
those
correct.
shapes would go probably on these. With the orientation of this puzzle, like, is there anything that indicates like a starting point or anything other than like this being? Actually, I guess all 3 corners could be technical starting points.
It does not matter. The starting point does not matter.
Okay.
It's a QR code.
To be able to complete this pattern, I do not believe, as far as I understand a starting point, it does not matter.
Okay.
I will say the order in which you put things in will matter,
Right.
but there's not a starting point that matters.
So to me, it feels like we'll probably end up going like across and then up and then over and then up, like something like this. Maybe, I don't know. Especially since it's freaking Z Zygmunt, like this feels like a pattern or something that might make sense. But it feels like it's like the bottom right would be like Pog 1, and then the next 4 would be like Pogs related to that or related to the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you guys can start,
That's pretty cool.
start putting things in, and
Yeah.
we can take a quick screenshot of what you have. So if I have to reset it, I can reset it to what you have, if that's what you want to do or something.
You can also just, I think you can Control Z pretty lot on here.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna be safe.
But yeah.
Just for the sake of this.
Yeah,
I
maybe
do.
we want to screenshot what we got now just to have it.
Yeah, and I will.
Get screenshotted.
I crit the scroll right now.
Does it open?
Here's your
Did
work.
we open
What
it?
back?
Did we
Like, I'm just saying, I feel bad for CJ when he comes back and he sees this in chat. He's like, "What is
Oh
this?"
shit! Just really zoomed away the hell out.
Hey, Rock died, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Actually, let me see how this. Okay, now it's not covering up. I may turn the cards off if we go full screen puzzly because it takes up some screen space.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I am gonna go.
And
and do
sorry.
that right now.
Yeah, sorry that I had one of them selected. I'll get you a better picture so you just don't have the annoying circles.
No, you're good.
Let's do
Turn the
that.
cards off.
There you go. That's better. And then we'll delete this. Okay. So that's at least where you guys were. So you guys, if you start moving stuff around, we can at least reset you guys.
Cool. I'm kind of digging the Z-ish pattern that Dave has recommended. I feel like it would be egotistical enough for that.
Yeah, well, it's more of, I just think that it matters, like, adjacent stuff matters, and it feels like going row to row to row. Because, like, going, like, around the edges doesn't seem to really make much sense with this shape.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if it's...
Go vertical, too.
I mean, yeah, you could.
Or the classic reading it like a book where it's just left to right, top to bottom. But it feels like just a typewriter jump to get back to the previous. So if it is
Right.
touching, if it is mathematical.
Again, not a
That's
perfect
loosely.
puzzle because there's obviously a lot of things that you guys could ask and figure out. But I think you guys are doing pretty good so far, from what I can see.
Nice.
So 70. So this divides up 360 into 72. This divides into 2, and then this divides into 90. So yeah, let me do this real quick. So the shapes that we have, and there's what, 6 of them I think we decided, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So this is up here. This is here. Because we still think, or do we think that the shapes should all go on these like special points?
Probably.
This would be. Well, so wait, this was this you divide it once, so it's the 32. Is that what we said? Oh no, it's the other way around. It's this is
It
this.
well, a circle
Maybe it doesn't get anything. Yeah.
divided by a star, yeah.
Well, yeah. So this
So
should be.
I will.
360 degrees divided by 11 is 32,727.
Right. So this is the 11. So this would be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this, but we don't have a 360. So either like this is just at one of the ends, and there's nothing like that goes after it or something. I don't know.
Alright, so close, so close. You guys are focusing. Okay, so I like the way you guys are going, but let me throw a wrench in it. Again, consider the symbol as being part of the string or the chain or the sequence. I don't know if that helps, but again, that's the best way that I can think to describe it. Unless you guys want to try to think like some character rules or something that maybe I can actually move something for you or try to do that.
So
But
like
you guys are close.
maybe
It's
read
just,
this as 11, read this as 5, read this as 4, 3, 2, 1. Is that the idea? You think?
pretty good.
Probably not.
Or read it as. So what do they? How do I say? What does this? This is where it becomes kind of hard for me to word it.
Yeah, yeah.
They all math. All right. Mathematically, if these were perfect, shapes, right? So like an equilateral
Oh wait.
triangle,
Hell,
a
I think
perfect
I have
circle.
something before you finish that. Maybe.
Oh shit! The way you set these next to each other too.
Um. So maybe it's like this. So it's like 120, 240, and then this totals 360, and this would be like 90, 180,
Uh-huh.
270, 360.
Uh-huh. Yes.
This would be 72,
Good job.
144,
Yeah.
216, 288, 360. This would be
Correct.
all of those. So this would go back down here. This whole string is down here. So then we're
Yeah.
this.
Good
Sorry,
job.
just moving these down here. Yeah, this is down here. This is over here.
I guess that's too direct of a question. I think it's the would that be the total of the internal angles?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay.
So it goes
Yeah,
1,
there we
I
go.
don't know.
2.
I don't know how the hell to calculate this guy.
So
I'm
it
just
goes
gonna
1,
assume
2,
that's
3,
correct.
4, 5, 11.
Oh, so that's straight up zero. Like, no,
Well, yeah.
it's what?
Well, it's 1, right?
That's-
Like it's 360 is
Yes.
the one and only
I will
element
tell you
of this
that
list.
is one. Yes.
And this is
Right.
so yeah. It goes 1, 2,
Approaching infinity and
3.
shit.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 11. As to where it fits on here, so
Good job. Good job. So far, so good.
so these are adjacent. So
think-
it's almost like maybe it like spirals outward or something. No,
I think you're onto something though, because if it is in order, the
it
circle.
has to be one of these two. Yeah, the circle has to be like one of these three, I guess, depending upon like if the adjacency matters.
Mhm.
Like if there is a like string that kind of connects all these together, that has to be adjacent bits.
Because then, with these 11 in a row, it's kind of.
That's this.
I'm not-
That's like these rows here. Like this
Yeah.
row of 6 and 4 essentially has to be part of that, right? It's in fact it's
Oh,
6,
if
4, and
this
then
is
there's
the. So it just fits into slots. So it's so we have 2. It goes 1, 2. Then we have 4. Then we have 11. 1,
Yeah, we can try that.
3,
So
5.
1,
Oh
2.
fuck! Ah!
Oh, what happened? Did you delete it or something?
No,
Or no, you're just
that's
figuring it out.
that's it. Yeah, got it. So the 3 goes there.
Yeah, I'll start
No,
doing the
4.
11.
You're right. Thank you. Yeah.
I think you
I'll
move the
shoot with the
circle.
star.
Move the circle over 1.
What?
I
Cool.
think it goes to here.
Good job. Yeah. Good job. You figured out his alphabet. It's A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R
Oh yeah,
S
it's
T
Oh,
U V.
26.
26.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
nice.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Classic
Good job.
229.089 as K or whatever the fuck this letter is.
Yeah.
M. I bet. Oop. No, it's in the middle.
No, it was just again representation of his mathematical symbols. I just had to,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
use numbers that you guys could understand and all that.
Curse these
Good.
mathematicians.
Yeah.
If I hadn't made an intelligence based character, I think I would look over at Is it Magnus or Magus?
Magnus.
Magnus.
Magnus. Magnus, I think I've deciphered it. It says your master was a total fucking dork.
He was a nerd.
It says shove
He'd be
me in a
like-
locker, please.
He'd be like, yo, I mean, yeah, he kind of was, but he might have been like one of the smartest people ever to live, but he was not necessarily one of the nicest people ever to live.
Oh yeah, I've met your master before. Gave him swirlies.
But with that, yeah, good job. It's 110. I will say that you guys, as you guys are starting to figure out the cipher and the code, working together, realizing that these different glyphs can be moved and aligned, and you basically the scroll itself that represents kind of like the master begins to glow and hum and buzz, and as you figure out the core enchantment on this object, you lock in the final glyphs and hope that that's what it is. Final one slots in and this emits out. And for the sake of the evening, I could do a lore dump now, or we could do it next week.
Probably next week.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
what I
say
prefer next
save it
week.
for anybody.
Save it for when
Anybody
people
that
are
can
here.
come back.
Yeah.
As
I
aggressive as I am.
wanted to save it. So, but yeah. So, welcome to, I guess technically Magnus's tower.
Yeah, my boy.
Sweet.
Yeah. Good job, guys. Good job.
Good puzzle. That was a fun one.
That was neat.
Yeah.
It's not like, why are there decimals? Oh shit.
It was, yeah, like I was trying. Okay, so when I made this, I was like, okay, 11 has to be part of it because Hendecolite.
Mhm.
And then I figured, like, what's a good way to represent deciphering someone? I said, okay, an alphabet. So, okay, 26. How can I fit 11 with 26? And I was just thinking, I was like, this plus this plus the, okay, this plus the, okay. And then eventually it came down to, and I got stuck for a little bit, and I was like, I'm missing some. And I was like, oh, well, a circle can be 1. Okay, cool. A line can be 2. And then I just did the math, and I was like, okay, this actually lines up perfectly.
Nice.
And
Nice.
at one point, I was tired, and I was thinking a different alphabet, and I was like, 24
Oh, were
letters.
you thinking like Polish
Fuck,
alphabet or
doesn't work,
something?
doesn't work. And yeah, I don't remember what. Yeah, I think there's like 24 core letters, and then we have special characters or something. I was like, oh, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. And I was like, oh wait, 26. Oh, it works. So yeah,
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
honestly, if it wasn't for like the 727 and the what was the other one? 454, because those I kind of recognize. Because
I'm surprised you recognize
divided by
that.
11, I
Yeah.
am a bit of a math weirdo. The
Saved us.
divided by 11, yeah, it tends to do repeating stuff. Because like 1/11th is 0.0909090909090909.
My
Yeah.
favorite. It was the since it was over 360, that's why or 360 over, and I was like, huh? I hadn't seen those
Yeah,
combinations before, but good catch on the repeating.
I was having a very hard time because I didn't want to just like tell you the answers. That's why I was saying like think of them as part of the same string, right? The same
Yeah.
sequence,
Mhm.
and then you guys got it. Everything adds up to 360. It's just how it's broken up,
And
and the symbol represents 360.
props on the speed at which you gave us hints, or which hints you did give us. I know
Yeah.
that's a really hard one.
Yeah.
One word, and you've given away the answer.
Uh,
That was really well paced.
Thank you. I didn't want you guys to sit here for like 3 hours trying
That
to
was good.
figure it out either.
I appreciate the full minute of like, hold on, and you phrase this correctly. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Take your time.
It was hard. I wanted it to be challenging. I wanted it to be fun. But yeah, good job. I will say the biggest bitch of this puzzle was literally creating the pogs, because I had to manually, like I did paint,
Ooh.
Yeah,
put
yeah,
it,
yeah.
center it, do this,
Mhm.
just because I'm not a Photoshop guy and stuff. So I had to make each one specific.
Almost
So,
derailed on the line because it's thicker than the other shapes. I was like, no, it's not
yeah,
spells, right? I was like, no.
no, that's why again. I was like, they represent just a different slot, just like it's like
Yeah.
here's the
So
hint,
this,
the symbol and the slot.
I'm guessing, because technically, I don't think this, like, 98.184 is not right. It's 182, because it should be 181818.
Oh, maybe again,
As
I
I
may
said, I
have.
think there's some weird
Yeah,
rounding, but I
rounded
think
then
you may have
multiplied.
just been adding up, like, these two or something, or, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was doing. I
Yeah.
was just kind of.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's fine.
like
It's, yeah, we
I
got there.
I fully admit that I may have either like fat fingered some numbers while I was typing them in, right, or something.
Mhm.
And then like part of me was saying like, do I just round it to the nearest whole numbers? Would it be 33, 50, 65,
Should have just
98?
put and 3/11ths. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no.
That
But
would
I
give
didn't
it
want.
away.
Y'all
I
friends.
yeah,
Yeah, thanks for joining.
yeah.
Thanks for invading the
Press
tower. That was
12.
a blast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was fun.
you did great. So yeah, we'll next week I will prepare a lore dump for you guys. I'll give you a little bit more time to polish it up.
Woo.